Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Mathis StarCraft, and I've got a nice little 1v1 for you between our blue Zerg Liquid'HayprO and our yellow Terran beastyqt. These guys are not as well known, I want to say, as some of the bigger names like Hydra or Liquid Huck or even Liquid Tyler, Jinro, Cats and the like. But these guys are actually really good players. Liquid'HayprO, not too many big wins under his belt. Personally, he's got a few smaller tournament wins under his belt. If you take a look up at teamliquid.net, you can see all of his accomplishments. beastyqt was actually a Dota player from 2006 to 2010. He played casually. In 2010, he moved over to Brood War just so he get more practice with I think it said just with like multi-unit RTSs, and then was transitioned over to SC2 naturally when SC2 came out. And in doing so, he's just an overall good player, winning a bunch of handful of smaller tournaments and whatnot. Got his nickname Beastie apparently from his beast-like play, his beastie play, and is much more of a macro-oriented player. So we'll see how this opens up. I'm very excited. I love this map, Metalopolis. It is a great map, and it looks like they did spawn close air positions, but their ground position not so much. Why I love this map so much is because if you decide to commit your army to an attack and go halfway down this alleyway, and then this person decides to swing at you with some air, you have to make a quick decision. Do you continue with your attack and push at their natural, or do you have to turn your army all the way around, do a 180 and swing all the way back and just huff your ass back to your base to try to defend it? It's just very, it allows for some very interesting decisions, and I like that. Liquid'HayprO not deciding to hide his overlord, swang it in there, did a good scout, kind of told beastyqt where he is going to be, so he doesn't have to worry about scouring all over the map for him, can just go straight for him. And HayPro looking to go hatch first, so a very early economic build, and if Beastie decides to punish him for this by doing some sort of early pressure, could be extremely detrimental. Being so open to, if he decides to do like 1-1-1 and go with early Hellion harass, if he doesn't have the necessary defenses up, could really do a lot of damage to his economy and setting HayPro back significantly in the economic race, especially since beastyqt likes the macro-oriented game. Early pressure may not necessarily be expected, but there is the early pressure right there as I speak, dropping a bunker down, seeing that the expansion is going up. Just is going to be dropping down that bunker with that one rack, sending a marine up here. He's going to do some picking off, maybe get a drone, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Now the SCV getting involved, actually just continuing the build. I thought he was attacking. So getting one worker there, I do believe, getting two workers in fact. Ooh. And now three. There goes another one. While this marine is going to dance around, he's going to lose it, but the bunker is going to be up. But no marines, it looks like, are coming anymore. Just going to leave it there to force those drones to do some sort of attack. While they do not mine, they are not going back to mine. They are on strike. And there it goes, being recycled. Still kind of worth it. Only used 2 marines. They got 3 workers. I mean, not a huge detriment, but still a few workers picked off this early game, especially this level play, can be pretty rough. So he's gonna be dropping that spine crawler just for those defensives. He's gonna be swinging in his Zerglings, and now he is gonna be popping out, and there's a Hellions popping on down. So dropping those Hellions now, gonna be doing some sort of Hellion harass, obviously, with that barracks, dropping down to do some marines here to try and stop these guys, these SCVs. Even just going to need one SCV just to keep this thing repaired while he waits for his marines. Roach Warren going down for HayPro himself. This was a public match, by the way. And also I've got a best of 5 going up between Empire Cost and Complexity Cats. I'm trying to get it up as quickly as I can. The problem is it was a show match, and it was the way it was uploaded on the website I got it was not in any particular order. So the last game was uploaded like number 2 or number 3, like as one of the uploaded ones, so it's kind of hard for me to figure out which one's what. So I have some misspeakings in it when I'm casting it, but forgive me. That should be up hopefully by Tuesday, no later. I was also saying earlier, I have a UK Masters team who emailed me. I want to say is Team YOA or YAO. They did have a tournament. It was just a fun little tournament between them and another team. I do believe they sent me one of their best of 5s between the 2 players who want me to cast it, so expect to see that up during the week. And I also am going to be doing our little segment here where I do Empire cast. We got some Hellion harass, by the way. Very interesting to watch. It's distracting me. Mathis casts his fans where I've been a lot of people have been sending me the replay saying, can you cast me? Can you cast me? So I may end up doing here and there a couple of games. I will probably be stating what league they are in. And I've actually got some good losses of me playing. Gonna be losing those Hellions, by the way, to those roaches and the spine crawler. But I've got a couple of good losses I want to play. I want to post up also in Mathis versus the ladder. So I finally got some good losses against actually a couple of my viewers too. So I'm looking forward to that. He is going to be continuing to pump out Hellions. So massive Hellions, which are really not good against roaches at all. So he's going to have to be careful of that. Pulling those SCVs off the line. Going to need to hold this wall as long as he can. But even though Hellions aren't that good against roaches, this is the theory. This is just proving that numbers matter, and if you have enough, you can do enough damage to all of them. And the flames just completely ignoring the Y-axis in this world and going at a diagonal angle because they feel like it. Speedling upgrade going down really, really late, and Beastie really committing to these Hellions, dropping down the blue flame upgrade. And just kind of focusing on that. Now getting a reactor for his one barracks he has. He does have his expansion up and ready to go when he's ready, and a starport going down as well. So he did do barracks, two factories. Excuse me, taking a deep breath there. Whew, running out of breath. This is just like the most difficult thing to do in the world. 2 factories in the starport. That's what I love about Terran, is that really your opening can lead into whatever the hell you want. You can just do whatever the hell you want, whenever you want as a build. And you can adapt so easily as a Terran to what you see and however you want to react. I like this Marine just patrolling, make sure no Overlords get any scouts, though he's on a hell of a long patrol path, so an Overlord may even sneak in if he comes in at the right time on this end before the Marine's able to get it, but doesn't look like it. Hellion swinging in and out, trying to do as much damage as possible, killing off what looks like one of the creep tumors, but another one going to be just fine, and continuing to spread that creep like a boss. So, heypro still pumping out those Hellions. A Viking on the way. I'm curious why he's popping a Viking. Maybe he's expecting Mutalisks, as he may not have that good of a scout. If we take a look at his view, yeah, he doesn't really have that good of a scout. Layer is going down. He doesn't know Layer is going down, so he's kind of playing blind. Probably expecting like a Zergling, Baneling, Mutalisk, but he has seen those roaches, so I'm scratching my head why he's grabbing a Viking right now, though it's only one Viking, so whoop-de-doo. Maybe we'll only see one Viking out to do some scout. Maybe it's a scouting Viking. We'll see how that goes. Still droning up. That layer is almost done. Only a few more seconds on that layer. About 10 more seconds now. Once I hit that 70. He is dropping the evolution chamber for some more upgrades for his roaches, I'm assuming. Here comes the Viking now. Going to be doing some harassment, but it looks like it's going to be lost to the Queen if he doesn't pay attention. Come on, BC, you need to pay. What a waste. But now he's going to be swinging into some Hellions and a fake drop, it looks like, as most of his Marines, he has no Marines. This is just there to scout out the base, I guess, and cause panic. Maybe try to get those roaches to swing on back. The blue flames quickly taking out a lot of those workers. 27 workers killed. So even though he has a lot of roaches trying to defend against this, he does not have any static defenses up at his main, so he's able to swing up there very, very quickly and do some good damage. Now, heypro grabbing that expansion, but these blue flames going to try and peck away at this as much as they can. But now the roach is going to come up trying to do as much warding away as they can. What are the upgrades on these guys? So it's 0-0 versus 0-0. Looks like he is going to ward off the Hellion attack and able to grab this third. Still, though, with that many workers killed, 31 versus 3, he is pumping out 7 workers right now. But let's take a look at the unit counting station. Yeah, Beastie is ahead by about 12 or 13 right now, and is just allowing him to do what he wants. Going to continue to pop up more factories like a madman. So, oops, that's not the tab I want. So just crazy pumping out the Hellions, not worrying about infantry at all. Has his like one obligatory barracks that's there just to pump out expansions like a slave. Just kind of doing what he's told. And now a Hellion drop, doing some damage, but again, roaches are able to take that damage quite nicely. But straight up pure Hellion attack by Beastie is particularly interesting, as I've actually never seen something quite like this before. And it's actually a lot of fun to watch. Looks like level 1 vehicle weapon upgrade is going down, so very heavy mech siege tank just for the defense. Couple of them actually. And his natural is completely saturated, so anytime he wants to grab that third, he can. But HayprO will know about it. As you can see, his Zergling is well positioned to see that coming. Popping down a turret now just in case Overlord, a little sneaky Overlord is going to swing by. And I like that an infestation pit is going down by HayprO. He says that he's seen all Hellions constantly poking in and out. The Roaches, though, are good against this build. Not necessarily enough. And with Infestors on the play, getting that pathogen gland upgrade and getting that fungal growth play, able to kind of pin them in place and do a lot of damage, especially since they're considered armored units, or mechanical, I'm sorry, units. They won't be able to go anywhere, be taking a good amount of damage and kind of be held in check for the Roaches to take out. But now this guy is just taking so many kills. He's gotten 49 workers killed. Oh, HayprO, you need to drop a spine crawler and a spore crawler, man. You need to. It's killing you that you're not doing that right now. So continuing to pump out drones, 37 to 57. He is grabbing this natural. He is just doing just dandily. And now the Zergling gonna try and get as many kills as he can. And apparently, Beastie just doesn't care. Just gonna continue doing what he's doing. There goes the Zergling. Can drop this at any minute if he wants. There we go. Now we can drop this. There he goes, dropping it. We do have level 2 our mechanical upgrades going down, so his Hellions are going to be doing extra damage. His Siege Tank's going to be doing extra damage, so we'll see how that goes. I'm curious how... I'm sitting here kind of scratching my head. I just have this is very unique, very interesting, low aggression as far as HayprO is concerned, heavy defense as far as he's concerned, and just an interesting kind of like poke in, do some harassment, poke out kind of game. I don't know, with all the workers he's lost and the low economy he has, and the fact that essentially Beastie could grab this third, completely saturate it instantaneously, grab both gases, and even just kind of throw his money into turrets just for like the just in case. I'm doing air quotes just so you know. He's got Vikings that are essentially useless. Like I don't see, like, it's just kind of like a funny little game, very weird to watch, and I just don't see HayprO coming back. He knows that he does have the Spire down, so if he wants to grab Mutalisks, he can. But with all those Vikings on the field, he just doesn't see it. So this is more or less a giant waste of money for him, just kind of sitting there middle of the map. I don't know if I would have grabbed this, or with as far back as HayprO is right now. Maybe grabbing this is, I would assume maybe wanting to grab the gold and just risking it. He knows he's way far behind with all the workers he's lost. Grabbing that natural, grabbing that gold might be the only way he can potentially get himself back into this game. Oh my god, so many Hellions, man! Beastie is just pumping out those Hellions like it's his freaking job. This Roach just goes, goodbye, Roach. Just disappears because for some reason my graphics are really low. Killing off all the creep tumors before they could do anything. Good scans, not able to more creep tumors being taken out. Roaches, and here come the fungal growths. This may be able to help him turn the tides of battle if the fungal growths are good. Catching only a few in those first two, but getting a good chunk there and another really good chunk there, so really weakening them. No SCVs here to kind of repair them, but his Roach count is extremely low, so doesn't want to risk it with all those siege tanks. So all these Hellions are kind of just up front to take the damage while the siege tanks draw them in. I mean, the Hellions draw them in, the siege tanks just kind of wipe them out. And now with his Vikings having vision of the high ground, if he decides to swing up here with his Roaches and Infestors, they'll quickly get taken out by the siege tanks because of the high ground vantage point. And now these Mutalisks are a little too late, as these Vikings are just going to be able to quickly clean them up, I do believe. Maybe able to wipe them out for now, but we have more Vikings, or anything for that matter, that can attack air. The Thors will quickly wipe out those Mutalisks. And now the Roach is going to do one desperate last attempt, while the Infestors did drop their beach balls to try and absorb as much damage as possible. SCV's even joining the battle as he says, you know what, I have too many workers, might as well throw them up there and say, yeah, I don't need this. Kind of just saying to HayprO, I don't need all these workers. Here, take them. I don't care if you kill them. And now he's just going to push on in here. And as far as I'm concerned, HayprO has lost this game, and HayprO agrees with me by GGing. Good game. It was, like I said, a public match, just kind of like a little fun match for them to play. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I got a best of 5 between Empire Cost. Best of 5. Maybe not best of 5. It's a best of 7 or best of 5. But either way, I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and I will see you guys next cast. And always, don't forget to subscribe.